What's going on, Guardian? Sly here, and thanks for checking out another Destiny video. So, sorry for the lack of vids this week. I haven't been feeling all that well since Halloween, so I've mostly been taking it easy and trying to get better. But everything seems to be going good so far, so I'll hop back into my normal schedule here very soon. Alright, so thanks for joining me on our Xursday tradition. That is my weekly Xur guide. Now, just a reminder, y'all, Festival of the Lost, or is it Festival of the Cost? I don't know. Anyway, it's quickly coming to a close, as well as the first raid challenge. So make sure that you guys get your treasure boxes on each character. Make sure each character has a piece of celery, just in case. You never know what the future holds, and you'll be kicking yourself in the ass if that slimy piece of celery releases like the Ultra Galar Simulant Horn in Destiny 2. So don't let that happen. Just grab the celery. Oh yeah, by the way, Halloween trials will also be coming to a close this weekend as well. So if you want that eye emblem, I recommend hopping on, as I'm pretty sure it'll be back to normal next weekend. Alright guys, so let's get to it. It's Xursday, November 4th, and this is your Festival of the Lost weekly Xursday guide for the last time. Hope everyone out there enjoys the final weekend of Festival of the Cost. Festival of the Lost? Anyways, it's free and a change of pace, so I guess I can't be too mad about it. Alright, well, let's get to it. Upon landing, you can definitely tell that Homeboy is not here at the tower. So, that can only mean one thing. Off to the reef. Now, upon landing at the reef, head towards the Boom Boom Room. There's only one place that Xur can be at the reef, and that is on the far right side. So head down the steps, make your way in, and okay, just in case, consumables, we got it. Celery right here. Flight of Shadows, it's also on. Let's see if anything happens for week 2. You guys ready? And nothing. Nice. Alright, well, let's take a look at everything here and then we'll go into detail. So, first up, we have a Legacy Year 1 chest engram. Following that, we have an exotic Titan helmet, the Taikonaut. Next, some Gunslinger gauntlets, young AHAMKARA'S spine. And then for the Warlock, we have the exotic helmet, the Ram. Finally, the jewel for this week, and that is the infamous Red Death. As for the ornaments, this week you can spend that silver dust on Shock Hazard for the Zalo Supercell, a nice silver and black toned skin. Notice that it also adds more lightning effect to the barrel. Normally you just have some kind of blinking at the front, but this one you actually get strands of electricity, so that is definitely a neat added effect. Moving on to the next ornament, for the Telesto, it's called Queen's Command, a shimmery purple weapon skin that I think looks pretty sick. Now, it's not as good as the other Telesto skin, but this is still a great one to have. The nice Queen insignia right in the middle of the gun, and as soon as you see that kind of purple, you know what's up. Personally, I wish they would start matching ornaments with the weapon that, Xur's selling for the week, but whatevs. Alright, well, moving on to his curios, we have the 2 Sparrow upgrades, the blue plasma drive, and then the green emerald coil. Then the usual 3-pack of heavy scents, the 5-pack, 3 of coins, the 3-pack of sweetness, also known as glass needles, and then of course MC Hammer's inspiration for Don't Touch This down here at the bottom. Alright, well, let's take it from the top, ladies and gents. We're going to start off with the Taikonaut. Exotic perk is called Air Traffic Control. All rocket launchers gain tracking. Radar remains visible while in ADS with heavy weapons, and heavy drops more often. 46-41 intellect strength, and of course you can bump one up just a little bit higher. Secondary perks are Ashes to Assets, bonus super energy on grenade kills, and heavy lifting, bonus super energy from heavy weapon kills, and finally, one of the 2 most hated perks in the game, Innervation, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. Now the Taikonaut is straight up derp looking. I mean, look at it, dude. Just look at it. It makes me laugh every time I see it. But like you've always been taught, never judge a book by its cover, and this helmet is a perfect example of that. Even though it's pretty much Derp City, this helmet is amazing. Tracking with all launchers while having your radar with any heavy weapon, as well as extra heavy drops from any enemy. I mean, that is a bunch of different OP pieces of gear wrapped into one helmet. There isn't as much need for tracking right now as there was back in Year 1, and also swords have pretty much taken over as the DPS king. But back when launchers were our only option, you needed tracking for those faraway bosses, and this would have been perfect. Too bad it's a year late. Nonetheless, if one day launchers regain their spot at the top, this helmet will be insanely useful. Plus, it's not every day you have a tracking rocket that can get 3 to a tube and with cluster bombs. Although with this helmet, it is totally possible. Did I mention it's also like Ruin Wings for your face with a splash of Knucklehead radar on the side? A awesome helmet for sure. Alright, next up we're taking a peek at young AHAMKARA'S spine. Exotic perk is called Field Trip. Increased trip mine grenade duration and you gain an additional trip mine grenade charge. 72 all discipline, but you can add a little bit of intellect if you so wish to do so. Secondary perks are Fastball, increased grenade throw distance, and Impact Induction, bonus grenade energy on melee hits. And finally, like most gauntlets, they come with some kind of reload buff, and here you can choose between Auto Rifle Loader, increased AR reload speed, or Fusion Rifle Loader, increased reload speed for fusions. These gauntlets pretty much speak for themselves. They make your grenade stay out longer, and you get an extra one on top of that. This is pretty good for area control if you want a trip mine covering your back while you're sniping. But no matter what you use it for, the longer your grenade is out there, active, the better your chances for a kill are. Trip mines are nowhere near the beast they used to be, but they can still be great if you use them the right way. Alright, next up we have the exotic Warlock helmet, the Ram. Exotic perk here is called Strength of the Ram, increased armor. Also, all Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit. 40, 44 discipline strength, and of course you can bump one up just a wee bit higher. Secondary perks are Inverse Shadow, increased super energy gain from killing minions of darkness, and Second Thoughts, bonus super energy from special weapon kills on minions of darkness, and then finally, the best helmet perk in the game, Infusion. Replenish health each time you pick up an Orb of Light. The Ram is awesome. Not much of a beast as it used to be, but just like 85% of everything else in this game, it's seen a nerf and its glory days are in the past. But nonetheless, it's a helmet that still holds an edge over the others. Its increased armor allows you to not get one shot while you're in your super by anything other than the highest impact sniper rifle. It's also something that'll help you win melee battles just from the armor standpoint alone. But the real gem here is the lifesteal. You can use this helmet with any subclass to enjoy the extra armor, but you need to be using Voidwalker to use this helmet to its full potential. Any melee, guys, it doesn't matter if it's charged or not, any melee will heal you. Now there is a very small cooldown, I think it's like 3 seconds between each melee, but don't quote me on that, but it's not very long at all. It's great in PvP or PvE. Used in combination with Red Death and Energy Drain, you can be gaining health on every kill, every melee, every grenade or super that you use. It is a great helmet no matter the game type you use it in. Alright guys, so let's get to the star of the show this weekend, and that is the infamous Red Death. Its exotic perk is self-titled, each kill heals you and speeds up reload. Simple yet powerful. As for barrel upgrades, we have AHAMKARA'S Ballistics, Field Choke, and then Aggressive Ballistics. Secondary perk is Unflinching. It's easier to aim under fire when using this weapon, and as for the middle row of upgrades, we have Snapshot, High Caliber Rounds, and then Single Point Sling. Now the Red Death, just like every other exotic I talked about today, isn't the beast it used to be. It's seen its fair share of nerfs, directly and indirectly. The change to Unflinching and High Caliber Rounds nerfed it indirectly, but the weapon itself has also been taken down a few notches. Nonetheless, don't underestimate this weapon, it is still a beast. Very stable and very easy to use. Battling in the Crucible and regaining health from each kill is a huge deal, guys. You can capitalize from other Guardians' battles by attacking someone recovering from his recent gunfight, which gives you an advantage. But if you win a one-on-one battle with Red Death, you're healed to 100%, which takes away the handicap you normally would have to work around. Although, other weapons might have a faster time to kill, so there's definitely a trade-off there. But if you can hit headshots, the Red Death is a gun to not take for granted. You know, it was a king for a few months, and even with the nerf, it's still something you can use in and out of the Crucible and know that you are adequately protected. If you don't have this weapon, this should be your first buy. Alright Guardians, that about does it. Not a great week, but better than last week. Here's hoping for some new exotics next weekend and next Halloween. This dude better be bringing us some better shit. Alright guys, well that's it for me. As always, thank you all so much for watching and for the support of the smaller YouTuber. If you want to keep in touch with everything Sly Nation, Destiny, or The Division, follow me on Twitter at Sly Nation or subscribe to me here on YouTube. I'm excited, guys. Keep an eye out on November 7th as it will be N7 Day, and as a huge Mass Effect fan, I cannot wait to start covering Mass Effect Andromeda. But until then, this is your boy Sly. Later, guys.